Good afternoon and welcome to Rural TV. I'm Samantha and today I'll be speaking to Nick about equine muscle release therapy, or more commonly known in New Zealand as EMRT. Nick works as one of the small number of practitioners in New Zealand and is in demand for healing all types of horses throughout the Waikato region. I'll be speaking to Nick about the therapy, the benefits it offers to equines and their owners, and how he came to take up such a skill. Good afternoon, Nick. How are you today?
I'm very well, thank you.
Good. Now, who's your patient today, and does she have any problems?
Well, this is Holly. She's a little Friesian mare, 5-year-old Friesian. No, she doesn't have any particular problems. She did have some minor ones a while ago, but I'm just giving her what we call a balancing treatment, just a touch up. If she's got a bit of a gap in her work, we can fit it in, because you do need to rest them after a treatment. It's what we call a balancing or homeostasis treatment.
Good. So what is EMRT in a nutshell?
In a nutshell, it is an holistic, non-invasive therapy which, in a nutshell, aims to put the body and the body systems in a state of homeostasis. That means put the body into balance. As we go through life, people, horses, any animal, we have little traumas, accidents and things can get out of kilter. But if everything is in balance, the body has the amazing power to heal itself. And that's what we do, and that's why we call it an holistic treatment.
Okay, now there are some holistic type treatments that people look upon as sort of, witch doctory sort of things.
Yeah.
Does EMRT at times maybe get shunted into that sort of reputation?
Yeah, definitely. I've been called a witch doctory, good-naturedly, a witch doctor, but it's certainly anything but that. It is very scientific, and people are trained EMRT practitioners. And I should make the mention that it is Bowen therapy for horses. It's developed on from the human Bowen treatment, which was originally started by Mr. Tom Bowen in Australia. The practitioners have to have a very sound and thorough knowledge of the complete anatomy and physiology of the equine body.
Great. So I understand that EMRT is a therapy that is designed specifically for horses, but I hear that there are various other strains of EMRT that have been designed for other animals. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's right, just slight variations on it. The other one is CMRT, which is mainly, which is intended for dogs and cats. The horse version can also be used on cattle, camels, most animals, but the one for cats and dogs is called CMRT. Okay. Yeah.
So what is it that's so special about EMRT?
Well, as far as I'm concerned, it is amazingly powerful treatment. It's not a replacement for conventional veterinary medicine. It's complementary to it, and your veterinary surgeon is always your primary healthcare giver. But EMRT works very well alongside, and in many cases it can solve problems in the horse without the need for further veterinary attention. Yeah, I think that's the best way to explain it.
Okay. Now, does it solely cover musculoskeletal problems, or does EMRT address further ailments in the horse?
It certainly does address further ailments in the horse, but I mean, the musculoskeletal things would be probably the predominant use of it. But for instance, there are moves which can affect the heart, the circulatory system, the digestive system, the lymphatics. All very important. Some of these moves are very good. Very often you find horses have quite a build-up of toxin in them, and this helps to rid the body of toxins, and thus, through stimulating the kidneys the liver,
Good.
etc.
Good. So do you think the horses enjoyed the treatment?
Yeah, they definitely enjoy it. A lot of them sort of drop off to sleep. You do have to be always observing the horse as a practitioner, because sometimes a horse may appear to be dropping off to sleep, but he's actually blocking out or shutting out. This is in the case of horses that have known a fair bit of trauma, but mostly they absolutely love it. And horses that have had a number of treatments know the practitioner and seek the practitioner out when they see them coming. Sometimes even to the annoyance of the owners, because the horse will virtually push their owner out of the way to get to the practitioner.
Okay, good.
And really soak it up.
So is there a New Zealand school of practitioners?
No, not really, no. I'm in the first group of people who trained under the Australian college, that's the Equine College, and we're registered with the Equine College and also the Australian Academy of Bowen Academy. As yet, I don't think there's a New Zealand registry.
Okay, good. So how did you get into EMRT?
Well, I got into it because one of our own horses had a problem, and it was eluding the veterinary surgeons, and one of the first New Zealand practitioners, Lindley Moroney, very, very skilled person, she came in one day. We thought, oh well, it's a bit of a last resort. This horse was working and doing his best. He had a bad injury, and he had a problem in the groin area, and she went to that without being told. She located the area that was in trouble, and in about 2 or 3 treatments, say 3 treatments, that horse suddenly changed heaps, and he was able to round up, which he could never do in his work before, and that was really impressive. And then she also treated a couple of other horses of ours, and I started to take a great interest in it. And after her several times saying to me, I think you could be all right at this, you ought to train, I did take the plunge and train, and then I found that I'd landed myself with 2 years of hard work and hard study on top of everything else. But it has proved to be the most rewarding thing I think I've ever done.
Good. So what would you suggest to anyone thinking about getting into EMRT?
Well, I would encourage them, as long as they are patient people, they understand horses, because it's very important that a practitioner understands and can read a horse, and as long as they are going in it because of a wish to help horses and not going in it because they want to make money. That's not the reason to go into it. The reason to go into it, I mean, okay, you can make some money out of it, but you go in there because you want to help horses. And a large part of your success in doing the treatments, apart from being technically correct, is to have the right intent and purpose mentally. That's a big part of it. So, yeah.
Fantastic. Thank you for your time today.
Pleasure.
Well, that's about it from me today. I hope you enjoyed the show. Keep an eye out for Jay and I at Rural Trader to see where we will be next. See you next time.